Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to I made sure I would not butcher this. I looked up how do you pronounce the name of this artist.
Facção Central.
Facção Central. I was like, I'm not messing it up. Facção Central. I'm sorry if I yelled in your ear because I heard the microphone go, But yes, that is who we're listening to today, and it's going to be Castelo Triste, which means sad castle. Also look that up too. So before we hop into this video, I'd like to give a shout out to all of the patrons. Thank y'all. Okay, thank you so very, very much for showing love and support. It is 2026, yo. It's the first year. No, it's technically not. Well, it's the first video I'm recording of 2026. So I'd just like to say Happy New Year to everybody. And thank you for continuously supporting the channel. If y'all do not know, if you'd like to have early access to my videos, you can head over to the Patreon and check it out. And check them out. And check out videos that may get blocked on YouTube, which is usually lives. I also had another video, Poosh Icy video. I tried to upload that to YouTube and they was not having it. They was like, So yeah, some videos are gonna get blocked, and when that's the case, you can check it out on Patreon. So again, thank y'all, appreciate it. Also, I have to give a shout out to the YouTube family. Okay, yo, we hit 8,000 subscribers, yo. I can't believe it. I just want to say again, I tremendously appreciate each and every one of you who comes to the channel, leave a like, comment, even when you decide to subscribe. You don't have to, but you do, and I really appreciate each and every one of y'all who do. Okay, much love to all of y'all. Okay, and I hope your 2026 is, going decently well. Actually, nah, I hope it's going extremely well. Okay, and if it's not, you know what? Let's just keep pushing through. Try to get to that better state of mind. Okay? But enough yapping. Let's get into this video. Okay. Strings? I already like that. And the bongo. Yo, I know one of the instruments they're using. Hold on, before they start, I just wanted to mention this. One of the instruments they're using, or sound effect they're using, I recognize it because I use the same MIDI pack. It's in Machine 2. It might just also be on Machine, but I recognize it. So that's just interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Turn it up.
Aí, Edu, eu preferia nem ter acordado. Sonhei que eu era um jogador fazendo gol no estádio. Corria feito velocista atrás da bola, sem precisar ser empurrado numa cadeira de roda. Nasci morto como no romance de Agatha Christie, enclausurado no calabouço do Castelo Triste. Só se eu fosse Hitler em outra encarnação, pra ter músculo atrofiado como condenação. Isso é pena pra estuprador, político filho da puta, pra gambé que põe flagrante no bolso da blusa. É humilhante você me limpando, trocando minha roupa, me dando banho, comida, água na boca. Os moleque da minha idade tão de skate no Ralph, na roda de break, dando moinho no baile enquanto abrem um sutiã da namorada. Eu com corpo com escara, sonho com colchão d'água. No meu aniversário estraguei a festa, me revoltou não ter força pra sobrar a vela, nem me equilibrar no carrinho de rolemã. Deus deixou pra ajudar minha mãe vendendo adesivo no metrô.
Oh my God. Hold on. I wanted to hold back from pausing because I was like, I'm gonna let it play out, a little bit more. But it was just so much. I was like, hold on. Number one, the instrumental already I really enjoy. I love strings, okay? And it's getting more and more intense as he's rapping. But listening to his story is a very unique and interesting story. I've never, heard from honestly any rapper. I can't think of any rapper who is had a disability, like being in a wheelchair. So already this is a very unique perspective that I'm getting from this artist. And wow. And then the way he's explaining, he's like, well, why do I have to be cursed with this? It's almost as if, he's like, as if I was a bad person, or he starts naming off people who have done horrible things, and he's like, this is something someone like them should have to go through. Why do I have to go through this? So, I mean, already it is sad, but it's also very passionate, like the way he's speaking and going into detail about, the embarrassment of other people having to bathe you, and you can't have a normal experience in life, being able to do things for yourself. It's very sad.
Ela ouvindo Roberto, não vigia do mercado, não incomoda os clientes, pedindo trocado, saí da escola sem ler, sem saber multiplicação, vencido pelo riso dos alunos que me olhavam como aberração.
Jogue a última flor, não chora quando o caixão partir.
And the horns?
Ponte levadiça do Castelo Triste, se abaixando pra eu fugir. Jogue a última flor, não chora quando o caixão partir.
It's a lower singing.
Ponte levadiça do Castelo Triste, se abaixando pra eu fugir.
O mundo cultua a idolatria do corpo perfeito, joga no hospital psiquiátrico humano com defeitos, sem triagem, seleção, diagnóstico. Doente mental, físico, auditivo num depósito vegetal com fralda geriátrica é descartável pra família, mas não seu cartão da aposentadoria. Aí, cuzão preconceituoso, Beethoven era surdo, Steve Wonder é cego e encanta o público. Depois de Einstein, o físico mais brilhante do planeta, Steve Hawking, o matemático preso numa cadeira que te dão no estacionamento, espaço reservado, mas não emprego pra comprar o carro adaptado.
See, this is why I'm saying I love that we're getting a different perspective, because him pointing that out, I never really thought about it, in that way, because there's so many different type of disabilities too. But it's the fact he's like, yo, you can get a reserved parking space, right? Like handicap parking space, but it's hard for you to even get a job. And it's hard, he said, to even get an adapted car, because it's like, if let's say you are I guess that would be paraplegic, or like you can't use your lower legs. I have seen videos where there's people, they use their arms, or one arm to push the pedal and then another to actually drive. But that's not accessible to majority of people who are disabled. And, they naturally have a harder time having opportunities. But then people, it's like you just have two shit ends of a stick. It's like, okay, you have a disability, and then people look down on you or look down on them, and then they feel bad, but then they don't want to offer the proper help for them to be able to just live life. Yeah, and I love this part where he starts bringing up musicians and scientists and mathematicians, like Stephen Hawking. He said Beethoven, Stevie Wonder, and also Mozart, I believe, was blind. And Ray Charles. But he's bringing up individuals who have amazing feats in life, even though they have disabilities. But then again, it's like you don't have to, it shouldn't take someone being like, oh, like you're an amazing singer, or you're an amazing scientist or mathematician, for people to just treat you like a human being. Like, it shouldn't take that. But I understand why he's bringing that point up, so that people stop trying to like automatically seeing disabled people as a hindrance or a negative part of society.
Enquanto público, depois de Einstein, o físico mais brilhante do planeta, Steve Hawking, o matemático preso numa cadeira que te dão no estacionamento, espaço reservado, mas não emprego pra comprar o carro adaptado. Odiava ir na USP, fazer hidroterapia, o busão todo xingando enquanto a rampa subia. Dia 26 de março de 95. Queria esquartejar o roteirista do meu destino. Porra, Deus não tava bom, eu na cama paralítico. Tinha que levar minha mãe num ataque cardíaco. Não pude no estádio, empina a pipa, andar de moto. Até pra pôr uma flor no caixão, me puseram no colo. Qual que é a pegadinha? Sou seu rato de laboratório. Tá testando quanto um coração armazena de ódio. Bonnie não vive sem Clyde, nem o verso seu poeta Romeu não vive sem Julieta. Eu não posso viver sem ela.
Jogue a última flor, não chora quando o caixão partir. É a ponte levadiça do Castelo Triste, se abaixando pra eu fugir. Jogue a última flor, não chora quando o caixão partir. É a ponte levadiça do Castelo Triste, se abaixando pra eu fugir.
So now I'm understanding, what the chorus is pertaining to. So based off of what I'm understanding from his second verse, he's talking about how his mother had suffered a cardiac arrest, I'm assuming, or a heart attack, and she unfortunately passed away. And he's saying how it feels as if his whole life is cursed, and even the fact that he has to be helped to be able to put a flower on her casket when she passed away. It's like just even that within itself is so sad. Man, this is a pretty dark song. I was not expecting it. I mean, it's called Sad Castle, but I'm really surprised because, again, I was not expecting to hear an artist or a rapper coming from the perspective of being essentially bound to a wheelchair. Like, it's very interesting, and he was born like that, based on what he's saying. So it's like his whole entire life, it's always been that. And then also, this is his experience being in Brazil. So that also, could add in different factors as well, like the stigma towards disability, which in the United States, there is also a stigma, but I will say they, like, compared to like decades ago, there are better laws to help with disability, but I don't necessarily know how it is in Brazil. So if y'all, feel free to let me know in the comments, like, what is it like in Brazil when it comes to accessibility for people who are disabled.
Tosse com sangue, febre, inflamação na garganta, Edu esquece o 92 e a porra da ambulância. Chegar no PS é só inalação. Libera na madruga e pra voltar sem busão. O estagiário que atende como clínico geral. Receita pra leprosa, S melhoral. Após 6 tentativas, internado com pneumonia. Edu de acompanhante dormiu no chão 20 dias. Empresário que é...
Sorry to pause again, but who's Edu? He's mentioned that name like multiple times, so I'm not sure like if that's a relative or someone he knows.
Edu de acompanhante dormiu no chão 20 dias. Empresário que é sua marca líder no comércio. Anuncia no programa que ridiculariza o tetraplégico. Lágrima no auditório, sonoplastia que comove o apresentador. Melodramático em vez de prótese ganha ibope. Mano, vai na CD antes do baque do mesclado. Vê quantos anos de fisioterapia por um passo. Vê quantas sessões de fono por uma palavra. Veja na Paralimpiada superação pela medalha. O patinho feio não virou cisne como no livro da biblioteca. Morreu depois da alta da negligência médica pela primeira vez. Morreu depois da alta da negligência médica pela primeira vez. Tratado sem discriminação. Esperei 18 horas. O rabecão.
Wait. Okay. I think I might be wrong. Like, it's not him. Like, the rapper himself isn't disabled, or but he's talking about someone he knows who is. Or am I double wrong? Please, y'all tell me in the comments. Like, is the artist disabled? Or is he rapping a story about someone who he knows or knew who had a disability in their life story?
Não chore do céu, existe, eu tô feliz de ir pra lá. Se não puder pisar nas nuvens, anjos têm asas pra voar. Triste é quem fica entre preconceito, muletas, amputações. Só não esquece de pôr no caixão o agasalho da Gaviões.
Jogue a última flor, não chora quando o caixão partir. É a ponte levadiça do Castelo Triste, se abaixando pra eu fugir. Jogue a última flor, não chora quando o caixão partir. É a ponte levadiça do Castelo Triste,
So
se
you're the flutes in the
abaixando
back.
pra eu fugir.
Okay, vocals. Hold on.
Castelo Triste, se abaixando pra eu fugir.
Yeah, that falsetto. Stop. This was a pretty dark song, but it was reality. And reality is not always so pretty. Majority of the time it's not. Yeah, this was definitely a different song, especially to hear, you know, coming from Brazilian artists. Because so far, what I've been listening to is more so talking about the perspective of young or adolescent individuals who live in Brazil, or even the impoverished demographic of Brazil. But hearing the perspective of someone who's also disabled on top of that, that's crazy. Because I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even think necessarily too many American artists would make a song like this. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Not saying it's ever been done, but I'm not too aware. To be fair, I'm not aware of anyone who has. Thank y'all for recommending this song. It definitely opened my eyes. And then this artist as well. Please explain that for me. Whether it's the artist that is disabled, because at the end of the story, he's saying how, like, you know, he died waiting for medical help or medical attention, and then he even had to wait just to get a hearse. So I'm like, is he's referring to someone else, or, you know, like, I don't know. I'm assuming he's referring to someone else now compared to in the beginning where I was like, oh, it's him, but I feel like I'm wrong about that. But please explain that. That'll be deeply appreciated. Thank you. But also the instrumental, beautiful. Again, the strings at the end, I didn't even peep the horns. I mean, no, I peeped the horns. I didn't peep the flute that was going on in the back too, and then the little guitar riffs that they was throwing in the middle of the song. Beautifully produced. If y'all enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know every time that I post a new video. Again, if you have any recommendation songs that you would like me to listen to, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll try my best to get to it as soon as possible. Okay? Happy New Year. Please be well, stay healthy, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Alright? Peace.